We began the penultimate match of the qualifications. One coral up for Control C. Will the Red Alliance be able to match it? And it looks like 25-21, actually all three Red Alliance robots having been disabled, potentially just a stop. Yep, it is just a stop. And drivers regain control of the robots. All three elevators on the Red Alliance up high. CERT trying to figure out an alignment, but they do drop the piece of coral that they have. Will they be able to regain control of their robot and get it back to the human player station? They do get it, but it kicks it out of the robot. And their alliance partners, the Pyobites, having a piece of algae in hand, moving over towards the processor. It rolls through, and the Blue Alliance human player will throw it up into that barge. And it does just settle in. Over on the blue side of the field, 2550 Skynet with a piece of coral up high. Will they be able to align it on the blue reef? Control C sure is able to over on the other side, and they manage to place another level 4. They do it again and return back to the human player station. Looks like there's some contact between 1359 and the Pyobites. Pyobites with a piece of algae in hand. Will they be able to bring it back? They end up getting defended again by the Scalawags. We're trying to make it difficult for the Red Alliance to score. High Desert Droids with a piece of coral, and they score on level 3. CERT has a piece of coral in their robot, and they return to the reef, lining up, trying to avoid the 1359 defense. Scalawags currently sitting in front of one of the human player stations and trying to force the other members of the Alliance to go over to the other one, blocking it. Pyobites looking for a piece of algae to call their own and put it in the processor of the Red Alliance. Over on the blue side of the field, Control C is slamming into the human player station. They now have a piece of coral in hand. Just over 20 seconds left in this match, 76 points to 49 points in favor of the Blue Alliance. Endgame is here though, and 1359, the Scalawags have their climber deployed. They're trying to line up to that deep cage. High Desert Droids with their robot definitively in the air. Pyobites sitting next to them. And that is the end of the match. It looks like 1359 was able to get into the air, but by the end of the match, it looks like their bumper is just scraping the ground. Preliminary scores 86-54. We'll have your final scores to you in a moment. Also, concessions will be closing soon, so it is the last call if you want concessions. we have your final scores for the penultimate match of qualifications. And it's the Blue Alliance that takes the victory. 88-68. And 4 ranking points to show for it. 20 more points in Coral being scored by that Blue Alliance. 18 points in penalties as well.